Hey, check it out. You want a digital camera that's not going to cost you a fortune, that you're not going to necessarily worry about losing because it's going to cost you thousands of dollars if you lose it, or a digital camera that's going to take really, really nice pictures without having to put any thought into it. The Canon PowerShot A495 is going to accomplish all that stuff for you. It is extremely affordable. Affordable enough to be a great first camera for a kid, or just a fantastic second camera laying around that you can take with you when you go to a theme park or a water park and you don't want to worry about getting the really, really great camera destroyed. This one is still going to take really, really solid pictures. It's still going to take great video, but it's not going to cost you a fortune, and it's still going to take some really, really nice pictures. It's the Canon PowerShot A495 digital camera. It's got a 10 megapixel sensor on it, so you've got lots of pixels in there, all right? It's a very high resolution photo. Now, it does have a 3.3x optical zoom and a 4x digital zoom, allowing you to zoom in up to 13x with this camera. And since it's a high resolution photo, a high resolution 10 megapixel sensor, you're still going to be able to use that 4x digital zoom without sacrificing a large amount of image quality. It is also really easy to use. Comes in a few colors. This happens to be the blue one, if you haven't noticed yet. But it's super, super easy to use. When you look at the back of this, you can see that it has a really nice screen, 2.5-inch LCD back here, and just a few buttons. Very, very easy to figure out how to use this camera. You've got your rocker for your zoom. You've got a playback button for going in and reviewing your photos. You've got your navigational buttons and very quick buttons to getting to your macro mode, your exposure, your flash mode, and your self-timer right there. And a button to very quickly switch between video and photo modes. Now, it does do video. It does 640 by 480 video at 30 frames per second. So you're still going to be able to take some really, really nice video with this camera. Up on top, you do have just a shutter release and your on-off button. On the bottom is where you're going to find your batteries and your SD card slot. Now, this does take standard AA batteries, so you're going to be able to use rechargeables or standard non-rechargeable AA's. So what's great about that is if you're out using your camera and you end up running out of battery power, you don't have to worry about recharging an included battery pack. You can simply throw a couple of AA batteries in there and you're right back in business. Really easy to use. The interface is an absolute piece of cake. We're going to show you how this interface works really quick so you can get a feel for how easy this is to actually use. Now, getting to the menu is extremely simple. You simply push the function set button. Right now, we're actually in the easy mode for the camera, so you can see that you don't necessarily need to worry about all those functions. But when you are in your program modes, you do have full access to things like white balance, to your autofocus modes. All of that stuff is available right there. The menu system, very easy to navigate. You don't even need to pull out the manual to figure out how to use everything that is built into this camera. Very nice, basic digital camera that's going to allow you to take some really, really gorgeous photos without making a huge investment. So there you go, a really, really nice digital camera. It's going to take fantastic pictures. Of course, it does have that nice Canon lens, a 10 megapixel sensor. Still has a nice zoom on it, 3.3x optical zoom, 4x digital, 13x total. Solid digital camera in a very small, very light package that is absolutely not going to break the bank. Perfect starter camera or a perfect second digital camera for anybody that might have a more expensive camera at home and you don't want to take it out in conditions where it might possibly be damaged. Maybe you don't have to worry about it so much with this one because it's such a great value. The Canon PowerShot A495. To get more info on the Canon PowerShot A495 digital camera with 10 megapixel sensor, do a search for C930-1716 in any major search engine.